Hello, hello. I hope you are doing well. Thank you for joining me. I decided to ask the animals what they might have for us today. There's something about nature, there's something about animals that just kind of bring us back to our heart. When you come home and you have, well, I'll say a dog, cats tend to be a little aloof, but you have that dog that just gets all excited to see you and is so happy that you're home, and there's just such a sense of unconditional love from them. And so animals are they're amazing, and they really have so much to teach us if we are, quiet enough to listen, I guess. Yeah, all right, this is funny. I pulled cat spirit. Claim your independence. So if you watch cats, cats are very, very fiercely independent. They really don't care about what you're doing or anything like that. They're going to do them. They are going to go about and do their business how they want to do their business. They'll say hi to you when they want to say hi. And that's pretty much that. Claiming our independence is huge. And I know in my life, much of my life was spent very, very insecure, very, not within my own worth, within my own value. So I tended to be a follower. And claiming my own sense of independence, of this is what I can do for me, and I am free to do what I want as I choose, because I am a free being, was not something that was really, on my register for a long time, and so I lived in a way that followed. And in doing so, I sacrificed myself. I sacrificed my sense of independence, my sense of, individuality even. And so by claiming your independence, you're saying, I'm worthy of my opinions, I'm worthy of my choices, I'm worthy of doing the things that I want to do over what anyone else might say, whatever their ideas are, whatever their opinions are, that you're entitled to yours and that yours are just as valuable. And so claim your independence, claim that. Because we are worthy, each and every one of us, we are worthy of that. And so claim our independence, claim that, our opinions, our ideas, our wants, our desires are just as valuable as anyone else's. And we do not have to be a follower in our lives. We don't even necessarily have to be a leader per se, but we can claim our independence and we can be true to ourselves, to our own hearts. And so the next one is Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold. I like that. If you've ever seen badgers, they are definitely fearless. They are definitely bold. And, when it comes into claiming our independence, having a sense of fearlessness and boldness within that is really important, because, it's not, we don't approach life with this, oh, is it okay? Maybe, I don't know. And so when we claim our independence and we have that sense of fearlessness and boldness with it, we're like, nah, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. This is what's right for me. And it's okay. You're not questioning it. You're not causing anyone else to question it. And the reality is that in life, the way that we are with ourselves, we are teaching others how to be with us. And so when we're insecure, when we're uncertain, when we are that follower, then we teach people that that's what they can expect out of us. And so that's how they're going to keep treating us and doing things that reinforce, whatever it is that we're putting out. So if we're putting out that insecurity, if we're putting out this, I don't know, then they're just going to take it and run with it and whatever. And we're never going to have that sense of independence with ourselves. Oh, I got two here. All right. So the next one is Koala Spirit. And it says, Spirit has a plan. And so when we claim our independence, when we do so with fearlessness and boldness, to say, yes, I am worthy of me, I am worthy of my uniqueness, I am worthy of my individuality, and the ability to express that, we're stepping into this spirit plan, and it says, and so the next one is Bat Spirit. and it says rebirth is assured. And so when we claim our independence, when we do so with fearlessness and boldness, when we trust that Spirit has a plan with that, then we are reborn. We have a new way of being, a new way of experiencing life. And this has been so true in my own life. As I stepped out of that sense of not having value for myself, not believing that my uniqueness, my individuality was worth anything, because I was so caught up in trying to appease other people's ideas, other people's opinions. As I moved out of that, as I started to embrace, that fearlessness and that boldness within me to do so, when I embraced the truth that Spirit had a plan for me, Spirit had a plan for my life, and that I'm a part of that, that Spirit is in me, then I was reborn. I have created an entirely new way of being, a new way of experiencing life. People treat me differently. They speak to me differently. They approach me differently, because I am embracing myself. I am embracing my truth, my individuality, my independence, being that spunky cat, if you will, and knowing that it's okay, that it's good. It's good to embrace yourself, embrace your truth, embrace what's right for you, your authenticity, and that we don't have to be timid about it. We don't have to be shy about it, that we can just put it out there. The people who are going to accept it will accept it, and those who don't won't, and that's fine. And when we experience that newness in our life, that new experience, that new way of being, it's truly magical, and so what's cool, kind of bringing me back to the cat here, is that when you watch a cat, they really don't care. They don't care what you think. They don't care what your opinion is. They don't care what your ideas are. They're going to do what they want to do. And it's not one of those, kind of ego, selfish sort of things at all. When the reality is that we are beings meant to step into love, to shift out of a fear-based living into a love-based living. And when we claim that, when we claim this is right for us, this is right for me, to do so fearlessly and boldly, to shift into that loving state, that love for self, because we can't love anyone else if we don't know how to love ourselves. We cannot love anyone unconditionally if we cannot first love ourselves unconditionally. And I've noticed this so much within my life. I still have two of my well, not so much kiddos anymore at home, and just seeing the evolution of our relationships as I have grown in learning how to love myself, to embrace myself, to stand in my independence, to do so boldly. It has shifted our dynamic, and our relationships are so much healthier and so much better. And when they need something, I'm able to show up. I'm able to show up for them in a much better way. I'm present, I'm there. I can give an unconditional love to them and an acceptance to them, because I'm able to finally have that for myself. And so nurturing ourselves is so important. Claiming ourselves, claiming our independence, knowing that Spirit has a plan, that the Spirit is within us, that there is purpose, and that purpose is love, then we can have that rebirth. We can experience that new way of living, that new way of life. So claim your independence. Be like that cat. Throw in some badger, and some koala and some bat, because it's awesome. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for listening to what the animals have to speak to us. And I wish you a truly magical, wonderful day.